So, everybody knows that dog is a man's best friend. But for me, when I first went to go look at puppies, I wasn't totally sold on the idea of getting a puppy. I wasn't exactly sure if I was ready to take on the responsibility that is owning a dog. But as soon as I met my dog and I saw his tiny puppy ears and his tiny little face and big eyes and really expressive eyebrows, and I picked him up in the palm of my hand and he immediately fell asleep. And I just knew that that was my dog. And today I'm going to be talking to you about his breed, which is the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. And I'm going to be telling you about the breed information, how they are as pets, and then their importance in pop culture. I personally have had my dog for 3 years, so most of my experience is personal. Spaniels are originally hunting dogs. They're a large to medium-sized breed. And the King Charles Spaniel was bred as a toy spaniel, which is a small dog, to mimic the spaniels that King Charles used to hunt with his son. According to AKC, that I looked at this morning, they have been an AKC recognized breed since 1995, so that is fairly new, only 23 years. And they have very specific breed standards, just like any AKC registered breed does. So they come in 4 different types. You have your Blenheim, which are the red and white. You have your tricolors, which are black, tan, and white. Then you have your rubies, which are red. And then you have your black and tans. This guy's not totally black and tan, but your black and tans are just black and tan. They also have very specific grooming standards and how their fur is supposed to look and all of those kinds of things. So this dog is technically correct for breeding and grooming standards. He's brushed out, he's got the long ears, he's got the red mask over both of his eyes. He hasn't been trimmed other than the bottom of his feet, and generally their tails are supposed to stand up like they're happy when you're showing them. So they originated in the United Kingdom, and the first known Cavalier was in the United States in 1956. And even though Spaniels are generally known as hunting dogs and Cavaliers are technically show dogs, they do make amazing pets, like a house dog. And Cavaliers are very popular breeds to show. They fall under the toy group category, which includes like Pomeranians and other small dogs like that. But when you're buying one, they can end up being very expensive because of their AKC standards and their AKC ability or their ability to be showed. My dog is not technically AKC correct because even though he's a black and tan and he has the double mask, he does technically have a lot of black ticking in his fur, which is not technically correct. So you can see here, he's got the double mask, and then he is the tricolor. But you can also see the black spots in his fur, even on his feet and in his chest. And I also keep him shaven for the summertime in Idaho because it is very hot. And since they have short snouts, they do overheat very easily, similar to a pug or a bulldog, but not quite as extreme. Cavaliers have really great personalities. They have wonderful temperaments. They are very loving, super playful, very friendly to people. They're very dependent on their people, and they're known as the comforter breed, comforter spaniel, according to vetstreet.com, and their Cavalier King Charles Spaniel personality article that I read today. They make really great house dogs because of their temperament and that they're very easy to please, which makes them very easy to train. They're very food motivated. They're very positive reinforcement motivated. They are really good apartment dogs because they're quiet. They don't make a ton of noise. They don't bark. And they're really good with kids and they're really good with other dogs and animals. My dog personally, his best friend is a cat. So I think that because Cavaliers are such good pets, we're seeing them more and more in the public eye. So they are the 19th most popular breed according to AKC in America. And if you spend any time on social media or you follow any kind of celebrities, you'll see a lot of them keep them as pets. So you have Seth Rogen and his dog right here, and then Goldie Hawn also has one, and Julianne Hough has two, and then Liv Tyler has an old man. He's 14, and they also use them in product advertisements a lot. So here you see they have Pedigree. They're on the bag for Pedigree, and oops, sorry, and on the Purina Pro Plan puppy bag, and then Cosequin, which is a supplement brand for dogs, uses two Cavaliers as the face. And there is also a recent Purina commercial where a guy gets a little Cavalier puppy, and it is adorable. And I think that they are rising in popularity because they're such good dogs, and people are beginning to notice that. And my dog Cedric has turned out to be one of the absolute greatest things that has ever happened to me. He's so loyal and sweet, and he loves me, he loves his dad. He gets emotional when people leave. He gets really attached easy. He has such a big personality, and I don't think I could have ever made it through a lot of the times that I've made it through in the last 3 years of my life if I didn't have him by my side. And this little guy, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to get him. Now I couldn't even imagine my life without him. So I think that Mark Twain said it best when he said that the dog is a gentleman, and I hope to go to his heaven and not man's.